48.
Drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Delivers the contact. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you?
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, spin move. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now,
Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Chanticleers will kick it away first. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
and that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Howard. He finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Dialing up the 2nd down pass play. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Judkins. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That's a first down for the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. He only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These guys get everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Flushed out of the pocket. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First down to start the drive after the break. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Getting some heat. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. Swats it down and make sure that's an incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Might be looking to run. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Howard. Trying to get to it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Moves away as he feels pressure. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
The crowd already makes such a big impact in all college football games. This is the way you ignite them. You want to get them excited? QB breaking off a huge run? Yes, please. The crowd will be going bananas.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Paula, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Fakes his man out. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Chanticleers will line it up on 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He's gonna pass. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it up.
Touchdown, Coastal! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paid the holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Miami endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Yager Stadium, and the Red Hawks came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Dropping back, it's Howard. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jason. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Chanticleers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Howard. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. He'll start this drive firing. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. At midfield, he's got room. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's another Chanticleer.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal.
On the field goal.
Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Chanticleers offense takes the field. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. At the 35, he's open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The LSU Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And how about this matchup we'll see today between two tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, two guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these two dudes can make the most plays today?
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks like this are what makes college football so special today. It seems like we see these unbelievably athletic quarterbacks all across the country, week in and week out, making plays like this. Guys that are true dual threats, that can hurt you not only throwing it, but can hurt you running it as well.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They go to the draw.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hauls it in. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. They'll throw it on first down. He's open on the right. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Coastal.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They keep attacking through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Williams.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleers offense headed back to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of it.
Oh, look out! He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Finds space on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleers!
Number 22.
Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Chanticleers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. LSU right back to the line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense getting set for first down. Red pass, it's complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Here comes the hurry up. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
And it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. They're bringing heat. He's got it. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Comes out throwing on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in, it's Williams. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Coming up, fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Coastal. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
It leads to second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Going to try to get it himself. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. 1 win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense.
Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Chanticleers will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Monarchs offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They feed him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets a hand on the pass, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Chanticleers.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority #1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself. Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Gets away from one. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. It's as if every play call with this guy you've got the play is called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
And the extra point is